Hey, what's up, everybody? How you all doing? Let's do a video. I wasn't able to do one yesterday because I was busy, but I will do one now. All right, first off, earlier today I sent out my usual weekly breakdown and analysis of the EIA Petroleum Status Report. It was a very interesting report today. Of course, we saw another drawdown in crude. That is like out of the 18 of the last 20 weeks, we have seen drawdowns in crude oil totaling almost 73 million barrels. All right. And we are now at the lowest level of crude inventories since January 2016. We all know what happened in January 2016. That was the bottom of the oil market, and prices doubled from that point. And we now see a year-over-year 6% deficit in crude. In other words, crude inventories are down 6% from last year. You have to go all the way back to 2011, December 2011, almost 6 years to see a year-over-year deficit like that. So really shocking amount of inventory draw. And you have to understand that this has happened against a backdrop of record U.S. oil production. So really amazing. However, so if you look at that, you would say, wow, the market, this is really a bullish setup for oil prices. And it might be. However, there are some things in that report, and there are some things that I have been following, which I keep my MMT Trader subscribers apprised of on a weekly basis. And you have to know what those other things are. I mean, I get a kick out of these traders who just sit there every Wednesday and wait to see the headline number like, oh, inventories went down or inventories went up, and they put positions on based on that. That is so uninformed. That is so uneducated. That is so lacking in sophistication. These reports that come out every Wednesday, they are loaded and loaded with details and nuance, and there's a lot going on in these things. And it's not just about the inventory, it's about supply, which is inventory, of course, it's about demand. There's so much information in there, and you really have to break it down. And I'm the only one that does that in such an in-depth way every single week. So if you want to see the analysis, I'll be happy to send it to you because I sent out a very in-depth breakdown. Really, we're at an important point here because, yes, you have this enormous, historic drawdown in crude inventories. But there's other things going on that you need to know about it. And if you're just going to reflexively, jump into the market based on a headline like gasoline inventories are down or crude inventories are down, I mean, you're just gambling there. You don't know what you're doing. That's why you need my report. Go to pitbulleconomics.com, sign up for a 30-day free trial, and I will send you the analysis today, all right? All right, that's number one. We still see the stock market pulling back. Yesterday we had a very big rally in the stock market, but did not reverse anything as far as I can see. You have some indicators that I follow very closely, which are related to the fiscal flows, and that is the federal tax deposits and employment and withholding tax deposits, giving us some very important information. And MMT Trader subscribers, they know what I'm talking about because I sent that out in an email and it's been in the report. And if you want that, you sign up for a 30-day free trial and I'll give it to you. Aside from that, I want to talk about what is my real value that I provide to people? I mean, and even I think this goes for people who, just hanging on for a freebie watching the channel. I'm very appreciative of all the subscribers, but what is it that I provide? Yeah, I have a service. Okay, I have that. I talk about MMT. I've taught a lot of you about the MMT, and you've caught on to it and understand the principles of MMT. But beyond that, that's really a base thing. I mean, you can get that out there. It's out there if you want to take the time to look it up and everything. As far as trading recommendations, any system works. I've said this in the past. Any system works. I can throw darts at a dartboard and make money. You guys can't. Maybe some of you who have followed me and have learned the mental game aspect of what it is that we do, maybe you can't. I can do it. It's not about the, I could take any system. I could take zombie trading. I could take a moving average crossover. I could take, momentum trading. I could take any system. I could blindfold myself and make money. I can't, because it's all mental. So what does it boil down to? And I know there are a lot of you out there who believe it's the system that's going to carry you through. And I've said this many times that, if that is your thinking, if that is your belief, then you're living in a fantasy world, because you're not going to make it. If you think that it's not about the mental game, if you think it's not about the mental aspect, if you think it's not about having mental toughness and resiliency and being able to handle adversity and stress and difficult conditions and challenge, constant challenge, it never gets easy every single day, the same thing. I've been doing this for over 40 years. If you think there's some system, like as I always say, that's going to pick you up and carry you across the finish line, then you're in a fantasy land and it's never going to work for you. Okay, so the real value that I bring here is basically brutal honesty. And I make you understand for most of you, I try to make you understand your true motives. Okay, and that's the most important thing, because the first step is awareness. It's like I've used the analogy of anyone who has any sort of addictive disease, let's say alcoholism. The first thing, if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, the first thing that you have to do, and they won't force you to do it. They will never force you to do it. You could sit there at the meetings forever. They will never ask you to do it, but you have to get up and state in front of the group that you are an alcoholic. That's number one. That's awareness. And then you have to change behavior. So that's the real thing that I offer. What I talk about here, as far as, mental toughness, mental game, the challenges of this, rising above adversity, all that. People who come in and quit. Let me just say this, as far as my report is concerned, as far as this channel is concerned, as far as everything I talk about. My goal is to make you come in here and quit. All right, you understand that? That is my goal. I often equate this to SEAL training. That's what it is. It's SEAL training for traders. I want you to come in here in one way or another, either on this channel or sign up and subscribe. And my goal is to make you quit. My goal is to make you see how tough this really is, in terms of not tough that you can't do it. Everyone could do it, but it's about commitment. All right? So my goal is to have you come in, maybe sign up for the report, and have you quit. Have the report, maybe go through some tough challenges in the market and have you quit. Because that is how I am going to either A, expose you to yourself. Some of you, not all of you, a small fraction are going to say, you know what? I just don't have it and I got to give this up. And I'm saving you. I'm saving you from a lifetime of disappointment and losses and financial loss. I am saving you. I know people who said, that's it, I'm quitting trading, it's not for me. That is a fantastic thing. That is a service I am doing to you for $100 a month, maybe less if you quit in a month, maybe for free, and you really ought to thank me for that, and you owe me for the rest of your life, all right? But the second thing is that for all of those of you who drop out and quit or believe there's some holy grail system that's going to carry you in cotton to the finish line, there are some of you who don't quit. And I've exposed to you guys the inner toughness that you have and the ability that you have to command your own destiny. And I have seen many of you come in here, total novices, and become so tough and grow and succeed and take what I have given you and improve on that. And that is, like I say, we are forming a core group here. This is SEAL Team 6 of trading. I have those people. So that's the real value of what I do. I am putting you through basic training. I am putting you through SEAL Team training. I want you to come in and quit for two reasons. I want to expose you to you, whether you want to accept that or not. And for those of you who don't want to accept that and you want to put blame on something else, my approach or, MMT or, not using stop losses, that's fine. You're never going to make it. You're never going to make it because you're searching for something that is external and you will never admit that the problem is you. But then there's going to be some that says, you know what? this is not for me, and I'm moving on. I don't want to be a trader. And then there are those core people who say, yeah, I am not going to quit, and this thing is not going to master me. I am going to master it. And it has happened. It has happened. I have those people. I have those people. And the list is growing. All right? That's all I want to say right now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.